Hello and welcome. This is the Market Wrap. I'm Agam Vakil. Let's take a look at how the markets have fared today. Well, a fairly quiet day of trade on the first day of the polling of general elections. This time around, we are not really seeing too much action. Indiabulls Housing Finance and Bharti Airtel advancing in trade with Bajaj Finserv and Bajaj Auto. Well, looking at some amount of gains, losses in Vedanta. We talk about that in a little more detail in just a bit. Sun Pharma, Power Grid and Tech Mahindra along with Axis Bank among others, which are also seeing, well, some sort of weakness coming through. However, when it comes to the broader markets, the advance decline ratio is not unlike what we've seen yesterday. Fairly evenly poised, but more losers against gainers. Vakrangi stands out in trade. It's up 16% today. Shankara Building Products and Bharat Dynamics along with SL Propack also advancing trade. On the losing end, Reliance Communication, Avenue Supermarts, well, Jammu and Kashmir Bank, Century Plyboards, all looking at some amount of declines. But among the few stocks in sectors we want to address, right at the top, let's talk about Vedanta. And we have seen some amount of correction in today's day of trade. As you can see, it's down by as much as 3.9%. We have Nikki Mirchandani who's joining us to give us an update on the same. Nikki, what do you have for us?
Not a good day for Vedanta. 4.5% downtake. Saw some recovery by the end of the trade. A couple of issues actually not auguring well for the companies. First is the kind of exit that we're seeing in the oil and gas division. Almost 3 top exits in this division. Also, if you look at the yearly production numbers, they seem to have missed the targets. So poor show coming in from that division. Apart from that, British court yesterday ruled that the Zambians can go ahead and claim compensation over the kind of pollution coming in from the copper plant of Vedanta's parent company. So that has not augured well. But if you look at the YTD performance also, the stock is typically not done well. It's a 10% downtake coming on the company. Apart from the 2 issues which have been weighing down on the stock is also the fact that the Tuticorin smelter plant, that issue is still running at the Madras court. So we've got no resolve. We're seeing no resolve on account of this issue also for the company. And also we saw some, while the company declared the Q3 earnings, we also saw some corporate governance issue coming in from Anglo-American deal. Typically, net, if you look at the performance of Vedanta per se, it's a 10% downtick, and today's trade itself, the stock slipped as of 3.5% in trade today.
Okay, Nikki, thank you for joining us and getting us those updates. But there are 2 other stocks that we want to address in today's day of trade, and that's Wockhardt as well as PVR. We have Sharad Dubey who's joining us to give us an idea on the same. Sharad.
Well, Wockhardt was up almost 2% in the day, and if you see over here, it landed at around 1% This is based on the news that the company has got an US FDA approval for its generic version of Dacogen. So the product is having a sales of around $120 million in USA, and also this product will be manufactured at company's manufacturing facility in Hyderabad. So basically, this product will be used to treat cancer and other allied diseases. Now moving on, today the stock PVR hit its lifetime high, and if we see the price is going over here, over the last, it had hit the high price at around 2016, and then it hit its lifetime high of around 1721 odd rupees today. So the stock was trading today at almost 1.6 times its 20-day moving average, and the 4th quarter was pretty good, driven by good blockbusters movies like Simba and Uri. Apart from this, IDBI Capital says there is a strong pipeline of additions for the movie halls, and they also estimate a revenue growth of around 3.3% for FY19 and the EBITDA growth of around 7% on a year-on-year basis. So Agam, it's really a good time for PVR and also for other media stocks as well.
Absolutely. Sharad, thank you for bringing us those details. So Wockhardt and PVR are the other 2 stocks that we keep an eye on. And finally, we do want to remind our viewers that we will have the big earnings starting to come in from tomorrow. TCS and Infosys specifically. And of course, considering these are heavyweights, not just on the information technology index, but also on the Nifty itself, it may be a very well and crucial set of earnings to keep an eye on as we move in tomorrow. And on that note, it's a wrap on the markets, but lots more lined up. Stay tuned to Bloomberg.